Alright guys, I made this little post right here on Facebook. Before I read this here post to y'all, let me explain to y'all something real quick, okay? Something about my own personal life here, okay? Now I'm almost 60 years old. Okay, I'm almost 60 years old, I'm 59. When I was 19, I left Galveston, okay? I left Galveston when I was 19. And I went to Salina, Ohio, and I got with my wife. Got me a job. Now, I met my wife in Galveston when she was here on vacation meeting her sister, okay? I went to Salina, Ohio when I was 19. I got me a job there, started me a life. And my wife's mom, she didn't like me. And her brother, said he wanted to come to Galveston and visit his sister and his other sister. And he said it was too far to drive. So would I drive with him, go with him, and help him drive? Well, I ended up driving his car all the way to Galveston, Took a week off from work, which turned out to be closer to 10 days to 2 weeks. But I drove him all the way to Galveston. After I got him to Galveston, he went in with his sister over there, and him and his sister and her husband and crap, and they left me abandoned here in Galveston, okay? My wife can verify this for you. Now, I made it back to Salina, Ohio before he did. I had like $100. That was enough to get me to Nashville. So I hitchhiked from Nashville to Salina. Now, hitchhiking was already against the law. If they catch you hitchhiking, you could get in trouble for it, okay? But it wasn't against the law to walk on the wrong side of the road like it is now, okay? Now, my point is, had it been against the law for me to walk on the wrong side of the road, I would have never made it to my wife back to Ohio when I was left stranded, okay? Because I did have to hitchhike. I was still 19 at the time, and then I turned 20 in Ohio, and then we moved in together, and we've been living as husband and wife ever since February of 1987. But the point is, if this law would have been in effect, I would have went to jail before I ever even made it out of anywhere, you understand? I even hitchhiked out of Texas when I was 16. I was in Job Corps. I left Job Corps. Job Corps was garbage, okay? I got a Category 2 complete, but I left after 4 months, man. I was full-time vocation, working 40 hours a week, laying bricks, and I was only getting like $8 a week. And I had to put up, it was like a prison. So I left. And I had to hitchhike then. I was only 16. Now, again, where would I be with the laws like they are now, impeding my God-given right to move from point A to point B because you think you're worried about my safety? There's case law, several of them, saying that the police are not responsible for my safety. And again, I'm 60 years old. I do not need governmental overreach. I do not need a piece of shit with a goddamn gun telling me that I can't fucking cross the goddamn street. If I want to hitchhike, I know up front that there's lunatics out there that might pick me up to kill me. If I'm driving down the road and I choose to pick up a hitchhiker, before I do, I already know that there's lunatics walking down hitchhiking that might want to kill me. So I do that and I assume my own risk doing so. I have a right to assume my own risk. This, in my mind, is why the government, our forefathers, gave us the Second Amendment, was to prevent shit like what's going on today. Okay? Because this is straight bullshit. Arresting people for walking on the wrong side of the road. Okay? So, there's a song, okay, I forget the name of it, but there's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Okay, this is the pig with the gun over there that's telling me I got to beware. But I even got to beware just if I come out my street and I want to walk down the goddamn street and I cross and I walked on the left side of the road or the right side of the road, whichever one they say is the wrong side, then I got to take and get an ass whipping from them, okay? Listen, no, they should not have a right to even say nothing to me if I'm walking down the wrong way of the goddamn road, if I'm on the side of the road and I'm not in the middle of it and I'm not in danger of getting hit, because I already assumed my own risk as an adult. Okay? But at any rate, there's a pig with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. If I walk on the wrong side of the street, at the very least by them I will be beat. It is a law written by and according to the rich, so that by a passing car I will not get hit and be thrown in a ditch. Governmental overreach is way out of control and becoming a real bitch. That is why we, the people, need to stand up and stop it now, because before long, utilizing the second will be the only way how. The reason why cops are now being ambushed is because way too hard the poor working class are really being pushed. It is getting way out of hand. It is time we the people rise up and take back our land. If they leave us no choice but by force is the only plan, then this is what it is. It is what it is, because we really need to take back our land. And with that, guys, you know, it really does piss me off, because I've been researching this law, and they got so much bullshit. You know, listen, ChatGPT, if you listen to everything ChatGPT tells you, ChatGPT is probably going to tell you need to get those viruses, them COVID shots, because ChatGPT is going to write down what the CDC tells it to write. They're going to write down what the rich say is right. Okay? They're going to tell you ChatGPT to walking on the wrong side of the street is a good law. It is not. Okay? We need to utilize our own common sense and not artificial intelligence. We need to study, but this law right here is wrong. If the legislature don't change this shit right here, then the people need to say, you know what, fuck it, let's give it to Islam then, okay? If we're gonna be a goddamn communist country, then let's fucking just give it to Islam, okay? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Their law that they got wrote there is bullshit. And it does conflict with other case laws that they decided on this one right here. They've already decided that this here is a legitimate constitutional law and not against your right to travel. It's bullshit. Okay? But that guys, man, I'm just out because this is bullshit. Walking, messing, I'm scared to leave my goddamn house, man. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. It's time we stop. Hey, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. It's bullshit. With that, I'm out, man.